Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to IELTS with Shayban, Group 40, class number 5. Today we are going to start with the speaking part. We say part 2 speaking. And today of course, we finished in the previous classes. We talked about part 1. Part 1, the examiner asks questions about your daily routine, your life. It asks about things you like, maybe your school, your home, your flat, the place where you live. Do you live in a flat? Do you live in a house? And then just we say direct and very, very familiar topics in task 1, in part 1. Part 2, after we finish part 2, this is what's called the long term. In part 2, it says here, you will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. So part 2, now this is what you see here in front of you is part 2. Part 2, as I said previously, is about this, talking. You describe an experience, describing an experience. What does it mean, experience? Experience means something happened, but you still remember this thing. For example, here we say describe someone you know who does something well. What does that mean? Describe someone you know who does something well. You talk maybe about your father or your mother, a friend, a cousin, maybe a manager in your job, a teacher, maybe a person in your street. So what happened here? Something happened. This person did something and you still remember. Experience is actually, we use it with present perfect. Okay, for example, if I say, describe a restaurant that you like going to. Of course, when we say describe, here you have to answer questions about this issue. For example, we say who this person is. So this is number 1. How you know this person. So who this person is. The person is my uncle, and he's older than my father, and he's he used to be, for example, a school manager. So you talk about this person. How you know this person? He's my uncle, so he's family. So you talk about this person. What they do well. Why they? Because maybe he or she. So that's why they say what they do well. Of course, always in part 2 speaking, we have general questions. These are general questions. General questions. And specific question, we end with the speaking exam or part 2 speaking exam. Explain, always explain why you think this person is so good at doing this good thing. So here, no, this is not a general question. This is called, here we say you have to describe feelings. Feelings, emotions. What do you think of this person? So always like this. In the test, في الامتحان راح تكون صيغة الامتحان كالآتي. Now I'm going to give you a topic. هذا كلام الإكزامينر. صح طبعا إن شاء الله ما تدخلون الامتحان راح يكون طريقة تقديم part 2 بهذا الشكل. Now I'm going to give you a topic. and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand? Of course, you say yes. ثم examiner, he is some paper. He's going to give you a paper. يعطيكم ورقة and a pencil for making notes. And this is your topic. راح يعطيك الآن ورقة فيها السؤال كما مكتوب أمامك في هذا الشكل. حيقول لك please don't write anything on the booklet. لا تكتب شيء على ورقة الأسئلة، لكن عندك ورقة وقلم لكتابة الملاحظات. Okay? And you have 1 minute to think about the question. وعندك دقيقة كاملة للتفكير وكتابة الملاحظات. طبعا of course the paper is your paper, not in the exam paper. هي ليست ورقة ستصحح أو راح يكون no, it's just to take notes. صيغة السؤال مرة ثانية. Now I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you will have 1 minute to think about the question. 1 minute, you read to think about the question and to take notes if you wish. Do you understand? You will say yes. Okay, here is some paper. يعطيك ورقة بيضاء, some paper and a pencil, pen or pencil for making notes. And here is your topic. ثم حيمد لك ويقدم لك السؤال مكتوب على ورقة بيضاء. فقط سؤال. Okay? Yes, I'd like you to describe someone you know who does something well. ثم يبدأ يعد 60 seconds. أنت في هذه 60 ثانية الدقيقة حتبدأ you start reading the questions. So who this person is, تكتب على ورقة ممكن مثلا تقول مستر سامي مثلا يعني how you know this person مثلا boss, my boss, مديري مثلا why what did they do well مثلا help me مثلا helped with work. طبعا هذه النقاط على الورقة أنت تكتب رؤوس أقلام فقط لحاول تتذكر try to remember we say the ideas or the things this person did very well for you. Explain why you think this person is. My advice to you, نصيحتي لكم إنه try to think about linking words. عدا الكلمات هذه اللي حتكتبها على الشخص، احنا سبق واخذنا هذه اللينكينج ووردز نرجع نذكركم فيها اللي هي giving explanation. I like Mr. Sami for many things. One reason is he's a really good person. And ممكن تستخدم idiom مثلا he has a heart of gold. Heart of gold معناها this is an idiom. هذا idiom. كلمة idiom المصطلح هنا معناه أنت وصفت شخص رائع. هذه الكلمات يجب أن تكون تذكر في الورقة. Why? To try when you speak, when you talk for 2 minutes, you can have a look. ممكن تساعدك تتذكر أثناء الكلام. Okay. This part طبعا السؤال صيغة part 2 في speaking هو يقول now I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. هو يطلب منك يجب أن تتكلم عليه من دقيقة لدقيقتين لكن يا شباب المطلوب هو 2 minutes. لازم you have to finish the 2 minutes. This is the exam. Yes, they say you can. I'm going to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes, but you have to finish the 2 minutes. That's why ولهذا السبب أنا طلبت منكم في بداية الكورس to record yourselves and for 6-minute English and talk about a topic. Okay. Now, before we go further. This is one of the most important parts of the IELTS speaking test. So part 2 Part two, if you don't talk for 2 minutes, I'm sorry, you will take a zero. You will have a zero. Okay. For example, this is another question. If you look at this is on page 210, this topic. Most ladies like this question. It's about shopping. Maybe you are lucky and you have something like this. Describe a shop near where you live that you sometimes use. So the shop, what sorts of product or service it sells, what the shop looks like. You have to describe the size of the shop. It's a mall, it's a shopping center, it's a huge, it's a small. Where it is located, it's in my neighborhood, it's in the center of Tripoli, so you have to describe it and explain. ثم نرجع للجزئية explain why you use this shop. You have to explain. Here, giving explanation for one reason, the second issue, firstly, secondly. تبدأ بذكر الحاجات. Part two is a very, very important part in speaking. Part two will shift you upwards. If you talk for 2 minutes without stopping, that means you are great. Of course, how about the time? Don't worry about the time. The examiner is going to calculate the time. يعني مسألة الوقت don't care, just talk. وهنا صعوبة long turn اللي هو part 2. In part 1 we have question answer. Part 3 أيضا نفس الشيء question answer. Part 2 the examiner كل الدور اللي حيقوم به وهذا look at my face. No talking. ولا حتى راح يقول لك والله really good. Oh, nothing, just this stupid smile and that's it. So in part 2 it is your job to finish the 2 minutes. Okay, this is number 1. And when the time is up, عندما تكمل هذه الدقيقتين, the examiner is going to say thank you. Thank you means stop. Okay. Some of the mistakes, بعض الطلبة يخطأ في part 2 اللي هي never say من ضمن الأشياء اللي هي never say that's it or this is it. Please never ever say that's it or this is it. Never. طالب يتكلم لمدة دقيقة، يعدي الدقيقة، دقيقة وربع، ثم يقول that's it. يعني هذا كل اللي عندي. If you say that's it, the examiner cannot help you. مش حيقدر يساعدك لأن تكمل ما بقي لك من الوقت. Okay. Why؟ لأنه في الامتحان الحرية الشخصية حرية مقدسة. فلما الطالب يقول لك that's it معناها الطالب ليس له الرغبة أن يتكلم. لا أستطيع أن أجبره على الكلام لكن أستطيع أن أقتص من درجته. So be careful. Please never say that's it. Why؟ لأنه في كثير من الطلبة مرات يتكلم، الطالب يتكلم يبدأ، طبعا لأنه لا يوجد تدريب سابق، مش متدرب على part 2 speaking كما أنا أدربكم الآن. أطلب منك please guys send me your speaking recording شوية ندفعكم نحو الكلام. مرة تبعث، مرة تنسى، مرة تبعث ثالثة رابعة خامسة 10 تبدأ تألف you become familiar with part 2. لما تخش امتحان مش حخاف عليك. Okay you are good. But some people الناس العادية اللي مش متدربة يدخل الامتحان يتكلم يعتقد انه غطى الدقيقتين، يعتقد انه I think I يسكت عن الكلام. عندما تصمت، عندما تسكت عن الكلام، الممتحن the examiner is going to help you to push you to finish the 2 minutes. Number 1 فإذا توقفت مثلا بعد دقيقة من الكلام من وقت الامتحان ولسه عندك دقيقة، طبعا الاكزامينر عنده ساعة تايمر توقيت يشتغل أمامه، فهو شو حيعمل لك؟ وانت ساكت، فانت تعرف انه هو يعني لسه مطلوب منك. فبعض الطلبة يفهم انه يبدأ يرجع الكلام، يتكلم 10 20 ثانية ثم يتوقف مرة ثانية، هنا سيتدخل مرة ثانية the examiner and to say الحركة هذه معناها أقول لك من غير ما يتكلم، معناها زيد يتكلم. أوكي، فيبدأ الطالب يرجع يزيد يتكلم أوكي، ويسكت مثلا الطالب للمرة الثانية، ولسه في ممكن 40 ثانية قاعدة أو باقية، فالإكزامينر يستخدم إصبعه وراح يشير على السؤال أمامك، مثلا حيقول لك explain، معناها مش حيتكلم لكن حيشير على كلمة، لأنه السؤال ورقة السؤال أمامك، فسيشير يقول لك معناها تكلم على هذه. فرضا حتى هذه لم تنفع، فهي هنا سيتدخل المرة الأخيرة ويقول would you like to tell me more about this? Would you like to tell me more about this? فإذا إحدى هذه الأدوات الأربعة اللي هي الصمت، الإشارة بالإصبع، أو آخر شيء would you like to tell me more about this، حيستخدمها حسب الحاجة الممتحن أو الإكزامينر to make you finish the 2 minutes. But please never say that's it. If you say that's it, I'm sorry, you decided to finish the 2-minute time, which is not a good thing. Okay. Sometimes the question is about describe a restaurant that you like going to. Describe something you don't have now, but you would like to have in the future. But all the questions are about describe. Describe a country that you would like to visit in the future. Describe your future home, future house. So you use your imagination to talk about your future home. If you would like to have a nice home in the future, so you can describe something. Describe a party that you have been to. Describe a time when someone helped you. So these are the questions. Now, do you have any questions? Any questions about part 2 speaking? I'm sorry I talked a lot, but this is, you should know about part 2 speaking. Any questions? Any questions about?
I have not question, concern. If I exceeded the 2 minutes, so he stopped me.
Yeah.
Is this a bad sign or
No,
okay?
thank you. I say thank you, Sarah. Just thank you. You stop talking.
Okay.
After I stop you, after, we say after here, after, after I say thank you. When I say thank you, you stop talking, then the examiner will ask a little question. Describe a shop, of course, near where you live. You talked about Tripoli Mall, you talked about HT Mall, you talked about whatever, Sa'a Mall, whatever. When you finished, I say thank you. You stop talking. I say, did you tell your friends about this shop? Just a little question. So you say, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Don't talk much. This is called round off question. Round off معناها سؤال بسيط لاستكمال الموضوع. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so this is what we have. When I say thank you, means you are good. We finished the 2 minutes, then round off. Okay, for example, this person describe a shop. Did you tell your friends about this? Or we have another question here. Describe a child that you know. Look here, for sure you know children. Who this child is, how often you see him or her, how old this child is, what he or she is like. Explain what you feel about this child. Okay, I hate this child. I don't like him. He's very nasty, very naughty. So how you feel, maybe in a good way, or maybe in we say a bad way. How you how you feel. It's a test. Remember, this is speaking test. This is not a halal haram question. You can describe any child you like or love or hate, even hate. Okay, so anyway, we don't hate children, but maybe sometimes they are very naughty or very nasty in a way. So we, yes. Okay, now I have a video. I want to share it with you before we go uh, through or over to other issues. These videos are, they show you how do people, um, we say, how do people or how do students talk for 2 minutes. And of course, we have some very good students, and even we don't have, we say, not let's say we have different levels, different levels. Okay, so let's talk about speaking at length. Yes, so the question here, we have it. Just to share it with you.
You asked me to.
Okay, now the question, let's see this candidate. It talks about to describe a time when you helped someone. Let's watch this one here. Okay, Sarah asked a question. Sarah said, could we exceed the 2 minutes? No, Sarah. You know why? Why you can't talk more than 2 minutes? It's a
He
very,
will stop you. He will. The examiner will stop me after the
why?
2 minutes, right?
Why?
Because this is the limit for the test. 2 minutes.
Yes, to make it fair, Sarah, to make it fair for all students, you have this time and you have to show me your ability of talking in these 2 minutes. If I give you more time, this would be unfair for others to be the
Yes, but
same. Yeah.
yes, but my question was come from the point that they trying to test if you could cover the topic in 2 minutes.
Yes.
So, for example, if I can cover it for, let's say, 45, 1 minute and 40 seconds,
No
and
problem.
yeah.
So the examiner is going to say like this, because you are good, 1 minute, 40 seconds, you need another 10, 20 seconds or 15
But
seconds.
yes,
So it is
okay.
in 20 seconds, you can give me another 2 sentences maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it's
Okay.
your time. You know your time, you have to take the opportunity fully. I
Mm-hmm.
can't
Mm-hmm.
stop you. But if you say,
Okay.
well, if you say that's it, Sarah, that's it. You finished the 2 minute part speaking.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you are welcome. Now let's watch this. This lady talking, part two was describe a time when you helped someone. So you describe a time or an opportunity where you gave some help to anyone. Let's watch this. Look her about how how she develops the topic. Let's watch.
You asked me to describe a time when I helped someone. To that aim, I've chosen to talk about Aniceto. Last summer, I went to the United States in Miami to visit my uncle because he's been living there for 10 years, and he married an American woman. And so I went to visit him just as a tourist, but then I decided to take English lessons to improve my English. And I met a Venezuelan boy, and he couldn't speak English at all. So I wanted to help him practicing his English. And he has also a problem. It's that he's dyslexic, so it was very, very difficult for him. I'm not very good in English, but I could help him a little. So we were practicing our English together and just speaking, writing, and listening to music and movies, watching movies too. And so that's it. That's how I helped him with just practicing our English. Why I wanted to do that? Just like that, because he was very friendly and I could practice my English too, so it wasn't just for him, it was also a little for me. How I helped this person? Just practicing every day, and sometimes we met in shopping centers and we had a very good time together. What was the result? He said me recently that some people say that now he has a French accent. So maybe it wasn't a good thing, but I think he improved a lot.
Okay, so she talked for, if you look at the time, she talked for 1 minute 59 seconds. She was good. Okay, did you understand her? Did you follow her? She helped a Venezuelan guy in America to speak English. And I think that was her experience. She talked about the real thing. Okay, how much do you give her, this lady?
6 maybe.
Yes, she's band 6. Okay, I have another guy now. We are going to listen to Emmanuel. So where is Emmanuel? Again, describe a time when you helped someone. Okay, let's watch Emmanuel. Emmanuel is Italian, as I said.
The moment I remember I helped somebody was a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. He is completely in love with a girl that is now his girlfriend, and I helped him to conquer his girlfriend. Because he's a very shy person and introverted. Is not very self-confident at all, absolutely. And so I gave him some advice to try to conquer her, let's say. And I told him to take her out for a dinner. It's a very simple thing, but sometimes it's difficult for some people to understand it. And the result was that she was expecting him to ask her to go out. And so they had a beautiful evening together, and they are now a couple, let's say. And I felt really useful in this moment and helpful. I'm happy to have the chance to help a friend of mine, because on the other hand, he helped me in many stages and many moments of my life. And then thanks to this moment, now we are very, very good friends. And I think that's all.
You see? Yes. What did he say here? He said, I think, he said, that's all. when he said that's all, and look, it is 1 minute, almost 38 seconds. So that's all. So that's it. So that's all means stop. So that's why the examiner didn't say anything or didn't ask him about anything. Okay, he's good, by the way. Emmanuel is good. His level here is more than band 6. He's actually 6.5. But unfortunately, he stopped the thing here. You don't have to do this in the real test, please. Just keep talking, and the examiner will say, thank you. Okay, I have the last video today, another video just to show you samples of speaking at length, maybe this one here. Okay, and this lady now.
I remember.
So this is Saida from Uzbekistan, and the same question. Describe a time when you helped someone. Let's watch Saida. And look, Saida will stop in the middle, and the examiner is going to push her to speak more. Okay, let's watch Saida.
I remember that I helped my grandmother, and my mother asked me to go to her home and help for 2 or 3 weeks. So I went there, and actually my grandmother was ill, so I had to do some cookings for her and some housekeeping works. In the evening I read books for her. Then after 2 weeks she became healthy, and she forgot about that days when she was ill. So now I'm proud of it. I'm proud that I did it, and my mother also very great that I helped my grandmother.
Can you tell me any more about that?
Yeah, and she always says me that I'm best girl in the world, and she says that she proud of me, and she always remember me all her life, and
Thank you.
Okay, so you saw Saida in the middle. She stopped, and can you tell me more about that? So she said yes, and she finished the time. Anyway, so this is, as you can see, the examiner can push you or can help you to, we say, you have to cover these 2 minutes. It's a must. Okay, how much do you give Saida?
6.
Less than
5.
6.
5
No,
maybe.
no, she's not 6. She's not 6. I'm sorry, but she's less. So she's actually between 5, 5.5. But today now she's band 5, not 6. 6 means you can talk, willing to talk. She has some hesitation. She repeated some ideas. Okay, this
Talking
is.
fluency.
Anyway, remember, this is just one part. I'm still, we have part 1, part 2, part 3. So one part, but now she's not 6, no. Okay. But anyway, she can talk. She can talk. لازم تعرفوا انه التدريب جزء من الانجاز. Training is part of success. if you keep sending me recordings about, we say, the speaking thing, for sure, I guarantee, guys, you are going, inshallah, to, let's say, to have a very good scores. Okay, your homework for speaking, I want you to go to the book now, page 181. I want to show you a speaking part, which is a very important for you to talk about these topics in the book I sent you, page 181. We have two topics here. The topic number one, describe a building. So this is a very common question, very popular question in IELTS, to describe about historical buildings, the architecture of the buildings in your country, historical sites in your country. So buildings, talk about an important building in your town or city. You should say where it is, what it looks like, and we say what it is used for. And also, you should say whether or not it is important to protect historical buildings. So we talk about, for example, World Heritage Sites, مواقع الإرث العالمي. They call them, according to the UNESCO, you know the UNESCO, منظمة الحفاظ على الإرث العالمي والتراث العالمي. We call them World Heritage Sites, مواقع الأثرية العالمية, like Old City in Tripoli, المدينة القديمة, Elliptis Magna, Sabrata, Cyrene, Shahat. So we have these. Ghadames, for example, is very famous. So you have to know how to talk about this. And topic two, this is topic one. This is topic one. Topic two is about arts, the work of, or some sorts of arts. Talk about a painting, sculpture معناها منحوتة أو نحت, or a photograph that you really like. So you have a problems. طبعا أنا من خبرتي الطويلة إنه most of my students, they have a deficiency, they are weak to talk about historical buildings and art. You have these issues. So I'm training you guys to talk about a painting, talk about the National Museum of Libya or in Tripoli, for example. Talk about a photograph. Maybe you have a photograph, something nice you remember. Talk about a statue, a sculpture. Maybe this links you to buildings. Maybe you have a building like a piece of art, which is a very old building, very beautiful. So you can talk about the artistic features of this building. You should say where it is, when you saw it, why you like it. Also, whether or not art is important to you. So this is opinion. So you have tomorrow as a holiday and Friday, you don't have classes. So please, I'm expecting next week to have 2 records from each one of you. One is about building or buildings, and one is about art. And why these two? Because they are very important in speaking and in writing, to talk about culture and to talk about art. So these are very important. In this way, I'm training you guys to the real test. You might find something here. Because buildings, it says about describe a historical building. Describe, we say, a tourist attraction. we say site in your country. So we have many things. You have lots of beautiful things in your country. So you can choose one topic, prepare yourself about it, and then you can talk about it for 2 minutes. So this is your homework. So let's say homework, the sign of homework for next week. You can record one, then send it to me, then record the second and send it to me. But I have to get these two. If you record both of them, you are a very good student. Okay? But you have to select the vocabulary and to top it, to introduce it in a very nice way for 2 minutes. This is very, very important. Okay, I said many times very important because from my experience, most of students, when I ask about architecture, history, historical buildings, let's say, the World Heritage Sites, they are very weak. And again, when we talk about art, the importance of art, is it important to you? You can say it is not important. Art is not important to me, but give me your opinion. We will have this again, inshallah, talking about buildings and talking about art in writing, inshallah, when we start task 2 writing, this will be part of your business. Now, any questions before we go further? Any questions?
No.
Okay, now let's go back to the reading part. I asked yesterday for the multiple choice question. What page? Just remind me. It's about the museums, I think. What was the page? I think this one here. Yeah, so this is the okay. So let's make a quick revision for the 5 questions here, for 5 questions. So this is page 53. Okay. Okay, for 53. So question 32, that was B, then A, then D. Sorry, yeah. So what are the last 2 questions? Sorry. This is, I missed 31. Sorry, I missed 31. Yeah. So 31 is B, 32 is A, 33 is D, and 34 is D as well. I asked you about the last, in paragraph E. The writer suggests that some museum exhibits what? What's the answer? Did you do it? I'll show it to you anyway, but you have to tell me your answer.
B.
B. So Ziad says B. Okay, do you agree with him? Okay, is Ziad the only one who did it?
I did C.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so the right answer is C, Ziad, not B.
Okay.
Okay, but I'll show it to you why it is C. Okay, in paragraph E, the writer suggests that some museum exhibits reveal more about present beliefs than about the past. Okay, let's go to paragraph E. So this is paragraph E. It says that it could be claimed that, claimed means an opinion. To make everything in heritage more real, historical accuracy must be increasingly altered. For example, now he talks about this Pithecanthropus erectus is depicted in the Indonesian museum with Malay facial features because this corresponds to public perceptions. So we say Indonesia, the old features of the human or the old man, يعني الإنسان القديم في المتحف خلوه يشبه الوجه الاندونيسي مالاي، يسموه مالاي اللي هم جنوب شرق آسيا. Why? To make it corresponds to public perceptions. يتماشى مع الاكتساب المعرفي للناس اللي هم أهل المنطقة، أهل البلد. Similarly, in the Museum of Natural History in Washington, Neanderthal man is shown making a dominant gesture to his wife. إذا الإنسان القديم نياندرتال اسمه showing making a dominant gesture to his wife. ينظر بنظرة فوقية لزوجته، يتماشى مع عقلية الناس. Such presentations tell us more about contemporary perceptions of the world, contemporary, than about our ancestors. إذن contemporary perceptions أي نظرة حديثة اللي هي شعور الناس الآن now of the world than about our ancestors. بدل أنه نأخذ نظرة حقيقية على الأجدادنا، لا، هو يعطيك أنه كيف يتوقع الناس هذا الشيء. فإذا it's not B. The answer is it talks about, it reveals here, reveal more about present beliefs than about the past. بهذا الشكل. Okay. Number 36. يعني مثلا for example, when they talk about the pharaohs, عندما they talk about the pharaohs يتكلمون عن الفراعنة, what's the most common thing they show the pharaohs now? The most, whenever you go, they talk about something very specific. They said that Egyptians, old Egyptians, they had, we say, very high level of technology. Why technology? Why? Talking about the building of pyramids where was amazing. They used very advanced technologies. فكلمة technology تمشي مع عقل الناس الآن، إن كل شيء هو تكنولوجيا، كل شيء له علاقة بالأسرار العلم وأسرار الفراعنة، إنه كان عندهم تكنولوجيا متقدمة، أساليب. So this is according to the present, not what happened in the past. هذا هو paragraph E. Okay. The passage ends by noting that our view of history is biased, منحاز, because of what? نظرتنا إلى التاريخ هي منحازة، نظرة انحيازية. Why? What's the answer for 36?
We tend to ignore things that displease us.
Okay, so you chose C. Okay. Yeah. So what's and for others, anyone agrees with Ruba?
B.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you are, yes. Now you are right today. So you have one wrong, one right. Good. It's B. Only very durable objects remain from the past. Is biased. نظرتنا منحازة. Why? هنشوفكم. Okay. We say to see is to believe. لماذا النظرة إلى الماضي منحازة؟ Human هنا, human bias is inevitable. Human bias أي الانحياز البشري لا يمكن, is inevitable معناها حتمي، هذه كلمة رائعة جدا يا شباب، لو تحفوها تنفعنا في الكتابة، تنفعنا في السبيكينج، تنفع. Human bias is inevitable، أي حتمي لا يمكن تجنبه. For example، لما نجي نتكلم عن needing money، الحاجة للمال، هل يأتي واحد بيكون يقول لك لا المال ليس حاجة ضرورية، لا نحتاج المال، نقول له no، money is inevitable، هناك حتمي، لا مفر من الحاجة للمال. waiting، الانتظار is inevitable، حالة في حياتنا اسمها الويتنج، الانتظار، تنتظر مرتب، تنتظر التخرج، تنتظر امتحان، تنتظر أبوك، تنتظر التاكسي، تنتظر الحصة، تنتظر الفيلم، تنتظر، فهذا الانتظار is inevitable معناها لا يوجد حياة أو أشياء في حياة بدون انتظار. حتى واحد يطبخ طنجرة بقة ينتظر، يقول لك كملت ولا لسه، wait، يقول له wait still، it's still cooking. فإذا is inevitable. إذا bias، human bias، الانحياز البشري is inevitable. But another source of bias in the representation of history has to do with the transitory nature of the materials themselves. The simple fact is that not everything from history survives the historical process. إذا النظرة الوحيدة اللي هي من الماضي، ليس كل شيء يبقى في الماضي، من الماضي يبقى لحد الآن إلا الأشياء الضخمة. For example، castles، القلاع، palaces، القصور، and cathedrals، والكاتدرائيات الضخمة have a longer lifespan than the dwellings of ordinary people. إذا هذه الأشياء الضخمة، المباني، الأهرامات، القصور، القلاع، هذه تبقى وعندها لايف سبان، حياة أطول بكثير من حياتي وحياتك. من الشيء ما الذي سيتذكرنا بعد 10,000 سنة مثلا؟ Nothing. So here the historical issue is bias، في انحياز. لماذا؟ لأنه لا يذكر كل الأشياء التي تبقى، اللي هي فقط الأشياء الضخمة. ولهذا if I ask you about old Egypt, what do you remember? We remember the pyramids, we remember the kings, the queens, the gold, Tutankhamun maybe. So this is what we remember. How about the simple Egyptians? Not too much data, or not too many things are left. يعني كم بقي من اوكي من مومياءات الناس العاديه، لان الماميفيكيشن، كلمه ماميفيكيشن، التحنيط، كان كل الشعب المصري القديم يحنط كطريقه للموت، الدفن. But do we have mummies like ordinary people? No. لان كل من على قد حاله يمشي لبريست ويعمل له طقوس جنائزيه بسيطه ورخيصه، ويلف لفتين ثلاثه ومشى المرحوم لحاله. لكن the mummification of pharaohs, kings, queens, important people, no, it's completely different story. فالذي بقى هو فقط الهياكل الكبيرة العظيمة. But for ordinary people, nothing left. So here only very durable objects remain from the past. We tend to ignore things that, no, nothing about ignoring. A museum exhibits focus too much on the local area, nothing about this. We fail to use our imagination, nothing about imagination. So it's either B or C, and the answer is B. I'm going to do this with you again. Still, we have a true, false, not given question. Revision for true, false, not given. Give me your answers quickly for true, false. 37 is consumers prefer theme parks which avoid serious issues.
False.
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 False, good. So all of you are false. Very good. So this is false. Yes, false. And more people, less people, higher people, lower, so more, less, visit museums than theme parks. Comparison.
Not given.
Not given. Ya salam alaikum. Well done, guys. Now I'm really proud of you. This is a difficult question, wallahi. The boundaries of Leiden have changed little since the 17th century. Little.
False.
Yes, it's false. It says the Leiden in the past, now it tripled more than 3 times or 5 times.
Yeah.
So this is, yes, this is false. Okay, the name is just Leiden, but the real Leiden now is much, much bigger than the old one. Okay, 40. Museums can give a false impression of how life used to be. This is without thinking.
True.
True, yeah. Museums can give a false impression of how life used to be. Yeah. Means all people they were very happy at the time of, let's say, old Egyptians. No. Okay, no. And all people used to have very good food. No. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to do the same technique with you guys, but with some extra 2 techniques today to finish the reading techniques. And we are going to repeat these techniques, inshallah, to the end of the course. So from today, we finished the multiple choices, the headings, we say true, false, not given, and we will have yes, no, not given. And today I'm going to add to these 3 techniques, the technique of summary and the technique of matching opinions. And in this way, I finish the 5 things. So go to page 63, and I'm going to do it very, very slowly with you. So 63. This passage, page 63, it's about the future of work. The future of work. Sometimes in IELTS, you have paragraphs like this. Look at me, guys. So here we have no A, B, C, D, no paragraph 1, 2, 3. So what do we do? In the exam, you take your pen or pencil and you write, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Why? Why? To make it easier for you to go through the passages without going back to the same passage. So when you finish 1, 2, you know you finished these ones, and to make it easier for you not to go to the same point, to avoid confusion. تجنب الإرباك. Okay, now, the future of work, this passage is passage 3, and always we say passages 3, they are actually the most difficult ones. Anyway, this passage talks about the future of work, of what is called artificial intelligence or algorithmication of jobs, اللي هي عملية الأتمتة أو artificial intelligence. Let's go and see step by step the multiple choice questions again. Yesterday I said, if you remember, revision quickly, we have 2 questions are 100% wrong. One of them is 50% correct, or we said semi-correct, أي نصف صح. And one, of course, is left is 100% correct. We are going to do it again, and all the questions come in order. The first paragraph tells about. So the First paragraph tells about what? So let's go to the first paragraph. Then we come to read A, B, C, D. So the first paragraph tells about what? According, this is the first paragraph. According to a leading business consultancy, 3 to 14% of the global, 3 to 14 of the global workforce will need to switch to a different occupation within the next 10 to 15 years. And all workers need to adapt as their occupations evolve alongside increasingly capable machines. Automation or embedded artificial intelligence AI is one aspect of the disruptive effects of technology on the labor market. Then, according to a leading business consultancy, 3 to 14% of the global workforce will need to switch to a different occupation within the next 10-15 years. And all workers will need to adapt as their occupations evolve alongside increasingly capable machines. Automation or AI is coming. So what does paragraph A, sorry, I said A, no A here. What does the first paragraph tells us about? What does it tell us about? Number one, or the first we say answer, tells us about the kinds of jobs that will be most affected by the growth of AI.
No.
Number one. Nothing about kinds. Did he talk about kinds? Physicians, teachers, taxi drivers. Did he talk about kinds of jobs? Come on, answer me, guys. It's okay.
No.
Yeah.
No, nothing about kinds.
Okay, that's why I heard Yoruba, but I want the others, okay? So, so nothing is about kind. Good. This is 100% wrong. Okay. B, the extent to which AI will alter the nature of work that people do. He said 3 to 14%.
No.
Okay,
I don't want to exclude it.
Okay,
it's a
so
maybe.
if you are not sure, very sure, go to C. The proportion of the world's labor force who will have jobs in AI. Did he talk about 3 to 14% will work with AI?
No.
No.
No. He said 3 to 14 will change their jobs. But he didn't say they change and work with AI. He didn't say that. So this is 50% correct. Why? Because to what extent? This is the extent. But work with the AI, no. Okay, so C is not, sorry, I said the proportion. Now D, the difference between ways that embedded and disembedded AI will impact on workers.
Yes.
Yes.
Difference, are you sure? Okay, let's go back again, guys. You have to see it. Difference, when I say difference means, okay,
Comparison.
yeah. So it says AI here is aspect of disruptive effects of technology. Embedded artificial intelligence, AI, is one aspect of the disruptive effects on the technology on the labor market. Disembedded, like the algorithms running in our smartphone, is another. Is he talking about the making comparisons?
No.
Guys, talking about, when I say what does paragraph, the first part talk about, it means the main idea, not the example. Where is the main idea? Where is the place of the main idea? This is like the headings technique, So what do we do in the headings technique? We read the first one.
The first two sentences, right?
That's it. Okay, good. Read the first two sentences. According to a leading business consultancy, 3 to 14% of the global workforce will need to switch to a different occupation within the next 10 15 years, and all workers need to adapt as their occupations evolve alongside increasingly capable machines. Okay, so this is the main idea actually, the first and the second. We just need the first sentence and that's it. We have two sentences here, but the main idea is in the first sentence. Leading 3 to 14% global work will need to switch to a different occupation within 10-15. Why? All workers need to adapt as their jobs evolve, their occupations evolve, alongside increasingly capable machines. So it doesn't talk about the percentage of people who will work with AI, the kinds of jobs, nothing about kinds of jobs. So nothing here, a proportion of the world, no. The difference between ways, nothing about difference of ways. Then it talks about one issue, the extent to which AI will change, will alter, will change the nature of the work that people do. He said because people have to adapt and to change to new jobs, to new types of jobs. And this is what we have in this paragraph. Nothing about difference between ways that embedded and disembedded AI will impact. Nothing about will impact. Nothing. لازم تقرأ السؤال بالضبط بدقة. Ways, not one way, way one, way two, way three. Ways. لما تشوفوا كلمة جمع أكيد لم يتطرق إلى جمع هو. Okay. فقط تأثير إنه في 3 to 14% راح يغيرون مسارهم نتيجة تأثير الاي اي في الاعمال، فيحتاجون الى انه يغيروا مسارهم ويطوروا من مسارهم العملي. Okay. According the same thing now to, so B is the correct answer. According to the second paragraph, what is Stila Pacidi's view? Means opinion of the knowledge economy. فإذا عندنا حاجة اسمها a person, a doctor, عالمة أو شخص اسمه Stella Pacidi. Then view, opinion of knowledge economy. خلينا نشوف شنو رأي Stella Pacidi's view of what is knowledge economy. اقتصاد المعرفة. Okay, knowledge economy. Dr. Stella Pacidi from Cambridge Judge Business School believes that some of the most fundamental changes are happening as a result of the algorithmication of jobs, أي الأتمتة أو التحول الإلكتروني. algorithmication من كلمة اللوغاريتميات of jobs that are dependent on data rather than on production. So the algorithmication of jobs, تحويل الرقمي أو الأتمتة, dependent on data, تعتمد على معلومات, rather than production, وليس على الإنتاج. and the so-called knowledge economy. The so-called اللي ما يسمى knowledge economy اقتصاد المعلومات اقتصاد المعرفة. Okay. إذن algorithms are capable of algorithms اللي هي هذه البرامجيات are capable of learning from data to undertake tasks that previously needed human judgment, such as reading legal contracts, analyzing medical scans, and gathering market intelligence. إذن algorithms هذه البرامج المتطورة capable of learning تستطيع أن تتعلم from data من المعلومات to undertake tasks that previously needed human judgment. أن تقوم بأعمال في الماضي كانت تحتاج إلى الحكم أو القرار البشري human judgment, such as reading legal contracts إلى آخره, analyzing medical scans and gathering market intelligence. خلينا نشوف شنو رأيها هنا. إذن هنا algorithms depend on data rather than production, and they can learn, they can do things. Okay, so the first, according to this second paragraph, it is having an influence on the number of jobs. Did she talk about number?
No.
Yes, very good. So now you can see it. Nothing is about the number of jobs. It is changing people's attitudes towards their occupation, changing the
No.
people's feeling. Okay.
Nothing about
So
attitude.
nothing about attitudes. Very good.
Okay.
It's either C or D. What do you think?
D.
Okay, so Ziad says D. And how about the rest, guys?
D.
Okay, so nothing is about the main why the production is declining. Nothing about declining, nothing. So it is D. It is a key factor driving current developments in the workplace. Okay, this is good. Let's take a break now. I'll leave you with the 29 and 30, and we are going to finish these after the break, because after the break, we are going to have the other two techniques, the summary and the matching views. So I need you to be fully focused. So let's have a break now and see you after we say 15 minutes, guys.
Thank you.
You are welcome. 15 minutes. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome back. Now let's finish the multiple choices. Now, question 29. What did Pachidi observe at the telecommunications company? What did the scientist, her name is Pachidi, observe, see? What did she see at the telecommunications company? So there is a paragraph talks about telecommunications company, and what did she see? What did she observe? Let us find telecommunication. We finished with passage 2, paragraph 2. So paragraph 2, we finished with paragraph 2. Paragraph 3, Pachidi, nothing about telecommunications. Okay, paragraph 5. This is paragraph 5. Telecommunications company. Okay, what did Pachidi observe? What did she see? Another issue is the extent to which the technology influences or even controls the workforce. For over 2 years, Pachidi monitored a telecommunications company. So this is the paragraph. The way قلنا لما يكون في citation هذا السايتيشن الاقتباس معناها opinion. The way telecoms salespeople work is through personal and frequent contact with the clients, using the benefit of experience to assess a situation and reach a decision. However, the company had started using an algorithm that defined when account managers should contact certain customers about which kinds of campaigns and what to offer them. So before it was the benefit, the salespeople work is through personal and frequent contact with the clients, using the benefit of experience to assess a situation and reach decision. However means changing in the view here. The company, so however means opposite now. The company had started using an algorithm that defined when account managers should contact certain customers about which kinds of campaigns and what to offer them. So what did she observe? Something in the past, something now. She observed. So something has changed. So we go to question 29. What did she observe? Staff disagreeing with the recommendations of AI.
No.
Disagreeing, nothing about disagreeing.
No, nothing about disagreeing.
Very good. Okay, and B, staff feeling resentful.
What do you mean by
No.
resentful?
What's the meaning of resentful?
It means they dislike the way AI is
Yes.
intruding their work.
Yeah, so they are unhappy. They have very bad feelings. They feel angry. Anything about feelings here?
No.
No.
So they feeling, staff feeling. So the word feeling, nothing is about feeling. That's it. No feeling here. So it is wrong. It's either C or D.
Sí.
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 Yes, very good. Staff making sure that AI produces the results that they want. So before they contacted people themselves, but now the AI is doing the job. So they make that AI produces the results. Staff allowing AI to carry out tasks they ought to do? No, not allowing. Nothing is about allowing. So it is C. Good. We finished 3 questions about Pachidi. Now we have a new person, a new doctor, a new scientist. His name is Ewan Makagi. In his recently published research, Ewan Makagi, so in his published research, recently published. So we find Ewan Makagi and we find published research, recent Makagi. This is Makagi. This is Makagi. Okay. I need published, recent, published. So Business of Research, King's College, London, blah, blah, blah. Nothing here about yes. Now, look here. His he published. So this is my key. So that means here, this is my place. Okay, Now we found the paragraph. Now we should read the paragraph, and you can see it is just two sentences, two or three sentences actually. His recently published research answers the question of whether automation, AI, and robotics will mean jobless future by looking at the causes of unemployment. Now we have his opinion here, citation معناها opinion. History is clear that change can mean redundancies, but social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. History is clear that change can mean redundancies. What's the meaning of redundancy? Okay, we have two things in the job. We have fire and got redundant. So if someone does something bad, so they say, we fire him. Fire means to fire somebody, أي يطرد من العمل, يطرد الشخص. If this person, he or she does or did something bad. So if that person did something bad, we say we fired him. طرد فصل من العمل. Redundancy, nothing bad happened, but we cannot work anymore. What happened during the coronavirus pandemic, if you remember, وقت الكورونا, restaurants shut down, المطاعم تسكرت. So what did they do? The workers, شو حصل للعمال? We say they got redundant. يتم الاستغناء عن خدماته. مش معناه انه عمل شيء سيء او كارثه او خسر. No, but we don't have jobs. العمل توقف، المصنع توقف. So they are called redundancy. الاستغناء عن الخدمات. مضطرين نستغنوا عن خدماتك. مش معناه انت سيء، لا وانت جيد وممتاز، لكن we cannot offer your salary. لا نستطيع أن نعطيك مرتب بعد الآن. هنا يسمى they got redundant، أي الاستغناء. فإذا history is clear that change can mean redundancies, but social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. Yes, AI will mean redundancies, but this problem can be tackled through retraining and redeployment. So this is Makagi's view. This is his final view. Okay, so let's go and see his view. Challenges the idea that redundancy is a negative thing. Is he challenging? Anything challenge here?
No.
No.
About challenge. Shows the profound effect of mass unemployment on society. Is he talking about the effect of
No.
unemployment? Yeah, no, again, nothing about
No
the
idea.
effect. Yes. Guys, it's either C or D.
D.
What does
Okay.
illustrates mean?
Shows how changes in the job market can be successfully handled.
C.
So what's the
C,
high?
I guess.
C.
Okay, if you say C, Saleh,
D.
he said some differences means difference number 1, difference number 2, difference number 3. When I say some, means from 3 to 7 differences. Did he talk about difference 1, difference 2, difference 3, 4, 5?
No.
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 Nothing
It's
about
not-
differences, past and future job losses. In the past, the jobs, blah, blah, blah. In the future, the jobs will be blah, blah, blah. Anything about nothing. He says that changes in the job market can be successfully handled if we say by retraining and redeployment. أي ممكن social policies سياسات اجتماعية ممكن تطبق على العمل بإعادة تدريب الموظفين أو العمال وإعادة توطين وظائفهم في المستقبل. يعني بإعادة التدريب بالتدريب. Okay, this is what is happening. Guys, for example, in my job, I used to be, we say, an academic lecturer at university. But things changed since the coronavirus pandemic. Now, most of my work is online. So what happened to me? I have changed my way of work with the changes in technological issues. So in the past, used to be, we say, a typical instructor, classroom students and face-to-face. But now things are changing. So I changed the way I'm working. So this is part of this change, using the changes in artificial intelligence or changes in technological issues. Good. So D is the correct answer.
Okay.
Now, I'm really happy to start with you the last two techniques, and you will see, wallahi, nothing is difficult. Nothing is, maybe it's a little bit, you need some time to be familiar with, but nothing is impossible or nothing is highly complicated. Okay, now, summary. In the summary, in the IELTS summary, so this is the, we say, type 4 or summary. Okay. This pen is not working. Okay, just a minute. Summary means you are going to have, for example, this is paragraph 1. This is paragraph 2. And finally, paragraph 3. The summary comes, or questions come in order. So all the questions. So here we have Stella Pacidi of Cambridge Judge Business School has been focusing on the algorithmication of jobs. So you have the key here. You take the key, you go to the paragraph, you find the answer. Then what do? You take the word, we say, the word from the paragraph. So we take the word, we say take the word from the paragraph, the missing word. Okay. And what do? You come here and find the same meaning in the box. For example, in the paragraph, we have students. This is paragraph. When you come here, you find learners. So students in the paragraph, not the same word, but we have the synonym, al-muradif. Okay, so we have parallel meaning, المعنى الموازي, in the box. This is how we do it. So all the questions come in order. So paragraph 1, then paragraph 2, then paragraph 3. So they come in order. We take the keywords. This is the key. Find the key. Find the word of the key. Then you come and find it, the synonym, the same meaning of the word here. Let's do it step by step. Okay. Stella Pacidi of Cambridge Judge Business School has been focusing on the algorithmication of jobs, which rely not on production, but on something. هيستخدم الفرونتنج تكنيك أيضا، التقديم والتأخير أيضا في هذه السمري. Not on production. فهذه البرودكشن هذه key وهذه حتى هي key. اللي ناقصني هو كلمة واحدة هنا. خلينا نشوف. Not on production but on. Let's find algorithmication of jobs. نرجع مرة أخرى إلى البداية. Algorithmication of jobs. إذن هنا في paragraph 2. Algorithmication of jobs that are dependent on data rather than on production. فعندي كلمة production اللي هي الكي والalgorithmication of jobs is a key. What's the missing word? What is the missing word? Data.
Data.
Okay. So it says that algorithmication of jobs that are dependent on data rather than on production. فهو قلبها بهذا الشكل. Not only on production but on data. إذن هنا عندي which rely not on production but on data. Okay.
Information, G.
Okay, so what is data here?
Information.
Information. Very good. So this is G. Well done. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your answer? هتكتب بهذا الشكل G only. So information means data. Now we finished paragraph 2. Summary of paragraph 2 جاء هنا. While monitoring telecommunications company, Pachidi observed a growing on the recommendations made by AI as workers begin to learn through the algorithm's eyes. Meanwhile, staff are deterred from experimenting and using their own and therefore prevented from achieving innovation. هنا حيكون عندنا أكثر من ملخص. نبدأ واحدة واحدة. Every sentence in the summary presents an idea. فحنقول هنا each sentence presents an idea. فاحنا نمشي خطوة خطوة يا شباب. Each sentence gives an idea. While monitoring, نبدأ بالأولى. A telecommunications company, Pachidi, observed a growing شيء growing ينمو شيء on the recommendations made by AI as workers begin to learn through the algorithm's eyes. إذن هنا حنجي نشوف ماذا growing something. ما الذي هو growing اللي هو okay شيء through algorithm's eyes. Meanwhile خلينا نقف إلى هنا ونبدأ بالجملة الأولى من هنا إلى هنا. Monitoring telecommunications company Pachidi observed a growing something on the recommendations made by AI as workers begin to learn through the algorithm's eyes. خلينا نشوف هذا الكلام algorithm's eyes مرت علينا هذه algorithm's eyes. Where is it? Okay. So, I think I read it مرت علي كلمة algorithms eyes.
Yes,
There.
before
The
last,
algorithm usually built
before
by external designers. Look, the third line,
Okay, so,
algorithm size.
yes. Okay, so,
and become dependent on its instructions. Alternative.
Did you find
okay.
it?
So which paragraph? 1, 2.
The paragraph before the last one, for the last page.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Okay, so
The
this
third
is
line.
Usually,
this is your here. So
yeah.
that's why I asked you to make a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this is paragraph 6, I think. Okay. So this is 6. Now, this is my key. In cases like this, Pachidi believes a short-sighted view begins to creep into working practices whereby workers learn through the algorithm eyes. So this is the key. And become dependent on its instructions. So workers learn
Instructions.
through the algorithm's eyes and become
dependent.
dependent on its instructions. Okay, dependent on its instructions. Okay. So observed growing.
E.
Okay.
Reliance.
So the word here, dependent. Dependent on. Dependent on. So what is dependent on here? Yes, as you said, reliance. Very good. So number 31 is G.
E.
And E. Good. Can you see it, guys?
Yeah.
Good. Now we finished. Now we finished. Now the second sentence. Meanwhile. When I say meanwhile, he's shifting to the opposite view, the other view. Staff are deterred. Deterred معناها يمنع أو يعاق أو يتم إعاقته from experimenting and using their own and are therefore prevented from achieving innovation. Innovation معناها الإبداع تطوير يعني yes الابتكار innovation. Okay, so prevented from, prevented and therefore using, they are deterred from using. نمشي لباراجراف 6 اللي قبل شوية ونشوف الكلام اللي هم deterred. Algorithm eyes and become dependent on alternative explorations where experimentation and human instinct lead to progress and new ideas are effectively. Okay, yes. إذن هنا alternative exploration where experimentation and human instinct lead to progress and new ideas are effectively discouraged. إذن هنا
The word is instinct, human instinct.
human instinct, very good. إذن explorations اللي هي الاكتشافات تطويرات where experimentation and human instinct حيث التجارب وال يعني الانستنكت الحاسة البشرية اللي هي الغريزة البشرية lead to progress.
الحدث.
instinct يعني human instinct اللي هو الحدث البشري. okay. and new ideas are effectively discouraged اللي هي كلمة deterred. هناك deterred في الباراجراف، هنا discouraged. إذا human instinct الحدث البشري، الشعور، الأفكار البشرية. فإذا حنرجع وندور على human instinct اللي هي their own instinct.
Satisfaction.
C. Intuition.
It is intuition, not satisfaction. It is C. Intuition. Intuition معناها الحدث، مش satisfaction القناعة أو الرضا. ليست رضا هنا. Human instinct الغريزة البشرية، الغريزة البشرية instinct. Intuition معناها الحدث، الحدث أو الغريزة قريبين من بعضهم جدا. فإذا كلمة intuition. So G كانت في 31 و what's this reliance في E, and then now here we have C. The last one. To avoid the kind of situations which Pachidi observed, researchers are trying to make AI's decision-making process easier to comprehend and to increase users with regard to the technology. Users.
brush.
اوكي users. خلينا نشوف الفقرة ماذا تقول. طبعا الفقرة اللي هي بعد هذه اللي احنا اخذناها اللي تكلمت هنا، اللي هنا قلنا instinct، هذه intuition. اوكي باتشيدي، خلي بس نكتبها بشكل أوضح. Pachidi and colleagues even observe people developing strategies to make the algorithm work to their own advantage. Okay, developing strategies to make the algorithm work to their own advantage. We are seeing cases where workers feed the algorithm with false data to reach their targets, she reports. It's scenarios like these that many researchers are working to avoid. Their objective is to make AI technologies more trustworthy and transparent so that organizations and individuals understand how AI decisions are made. Okay, in the meantime, says Pachidi, we need to make sure we fully understand the elements that the new world rises regarding expertise, occupational boundaries, and control. Okay, so it talks about Pachidi and colleagues to make the algorithm work to their own advantage. Yes, it says here, it is scenarios like these many researchers are working to avoid. Their objective is to make AI technologies more trustworthy and transparent. So, organizations and individuals understand how AI decisions are made. So,
Is it trustworthy?
yes. Yes. Yes, very good. Yes, you found it, right? Okay, so make technologies trustworthy. Trustworthy أي قابلة للثقة، أكثر ثقة. And transparent. فإذا هنا الحل في كلمة more transparent اللي هي trustworthy. So individuals فقط بس نبين لكم كيف الحل هنا. هنا trustworthy and transparent so that organization and individuals. For trustworthy أي يثق فيها وtransparent وشفافية فيها عالية. So that we say organizations and individuals understand how AI decisions are made. فإذا هنا هنقول trustworthy and الكلمة موجودة الأخرى هل هي موجودة كلمة transparent to avoid this kind of situation. Researchers are trying to make a decision-making process easier to comprehend and increase users'
Confidence.
Confidence.
confidence. F اللي هي trustworthy. Yes, with regard to technology. Anyway, this might not be an easy thing, but guys, this is what we have. Takes a little bit more time of practice, then you can achieve this, inshallah, for sure. Okay, now I move with you to the last part, which is matching opinions. This is the only question in IELTS matching which does not come in order. The matching. The matching here, we have list of people and we say views of people. So what do? You match the name with the view. So they don't come in order. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 views and 3 people. This means, in general, means 2 views for each person. So each person, Stella Pacidi has got 2 views. Hamish Lowe, 2 views. Ewan Makagi, 2 views. طبعا هذا السؤال يعتبر في العادة من أصعب الأسئلة التي تواجه الطلبة. وفي العادة هنستخدم تكنيك we say which is not an ordinary technique. طبعا جربت أنا كثير من التكنيكات وكثير من الحاجات، فعادة نبدأ بتبسيط الأمور. How to achieve the highest achievement with the minimum effort. بجهد قليل بأعلى إنجاز. How? Okay, we have 3 people here. 3. Stella Pacidi, Hamish Lowe, Ewan Makagi. But how to catch the easiest way? طبعا القطعة اللي مرت علينا لو انتبهتوا the biggest part أكبر جزء هو for Pacidi. يعني Pacidi ستيلا باتشيدي أخذت أكثر جزء من الباراجرافز. يعني 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 paragraphs. Okay, for Pacidi. إذن شو المفروض علينا نعمل هنا؟ المفروض أنه نقرأ 8 فقرات لباتشيدي من أجل أن نجد ماذا؟ إجابة باتشيدي، صح؟ This is how we should do it. إحنا حنعمل العكس. We are going to the minimum views of the opinions. يعني حنجي على الشخص اللي هو واحد من الثلاثة اللي هو ستيلا باتشيدي. نعدها she has got 8 paragraphs. وهامش لو ممكن 3 or 4 وإيوين مكاغي ممكن 2 to 3 فنبدأ بأقل واحد أقل شخص عنده يعني آراء why to catch the answers then بعد ذلك حنبدأ بهامش low نقرأ له مثلا فقرتين أو ثلاثة ونحصل 2 questions إلى إيوين مكاغي و 2 answers to هامش low المتبقي اللي قاعد هو for Stella Pacidi without reading anything to Pacidi. Is that good?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So كأنه the same technique of exclusion بالاستبعاد. فبدل ما نقرأ ونضيع وقتنا مع 8 paragraphs to catch 2 views, we read only 2 to 3 paragraphs to catch 2 views, another 2 to 3 to catch another. So we have 4 correct answers. The rest are for the biggest part. This is a very nice technique, but you have to be familiar with. Now let us start with إيوين مكاغي. هنبدأ ندور على إيوين مكاغي ونقرأها فقرة فقرة بهذا الشكل. Look at me. This is إيوين مكاغي. إيوين مكاغي, إيوين مكاغي, إيوين مكاغي, إيوين مكاغي. So we have 4 paragraphs. or هامش لو لحظة بس نشوف منو الأقل هامش لو ولا إيمن مكاغي. Okay, good. إذا عندي هنا هامش لو Professor هامش لو on the subject. إذا هنا 2 paragraphs. إذا حنبدأ بهامش لو لأنه شفنا مكاغي 4 paragraphs هامش لو 2 paragraphs فنبدأ بالأقل. Okay. What is the technique? The technique here, you read 1 paragraph, this 1 paragraph, هذه first وهذه second. You read the first, حنقرأ first, then we go, ثم نذهب ونشوف ما الذي يطابق هذه الفقرة ونختاره. Then we read the second, نقرأ الثانية ونذهب ونختار الإجابة المطابقة لهذه وبهذا نتحصل على إجابتين صحيحتين من just only 2 paragraphs. ثم ننتقل نفس الشيء مع مكاغي نقرأ فقرة بفقرة ونطلع إجابتين صحيحة لي والبقية the rest are for Stella Pacidi even without reading anything about Pacidi. نبدأ بهامش لو. Okay. Economist Professor Hamish Lowe believes the future of work will involve major transitions across the whole life course for everyone. في هنا يسموها 2 dots معناها شارحة. What does it mean? Whole transitions across the whole life course for everyone. The traditional trajectory of full-time education, followed by full-time work, followed by a pension retirement is a thing of the past. إذن الحياة النمطية الروتينية في السابق full-time education, full-time work, followed by pension retirement ثم دراسة full-time, عمل full-time ثم تقاعد. حصول على التقاعد is a thing of the past, شيء من الماضي. Says Lowe. Instead, هذا اللي يهمني. He envisages معناها suggests a multi-stage employment life, one where retraining happens across the life course and where multiple jobs and no job happen by choice at different stages. So there are different employment life, retraining happens across the life course and where multiple jobs and no job happen by choice at different stages. إذا الحياة النمطية اللي هي دراسة وقت كامل full time وعمل full time ثم تقاعد ستتغير. لازم الحياة الآن تبدأ بماذا؟ we say retraining, multiple jobs اللي هي retraining happens يحصل retraining اللي هو إعادة تأهيل تدريب and multiple jobs عدة أنواع من الأعمال and no job happened by choice at different stages تغيير العمل أو بدون عمل بالاختيار يحصل في مراحل متقدمة. إذا هذه النظرة الحديثة. راح نشوف مستر هامش نشوف نبدأ من الرأي الأول. أوكي هامش لو 35 نبدأ ب 35 greater levels of automation will not result in lower employment. Anything about automation?
No.
No. Good. هنبدأ باللي بعدها. إذا هنا nothing. There are several reasons why AI is appealing to businesses. Reasons? AI? Good.
No, there's no reasons.
No reasons. Very good. 37. AI potential to transform people's lives has parallels with major cultural shifts which occurred in previous eras. Previous means in the past. Anything about culture? Did he talk about the culture? Anything culture?
No, no.
No.
Nothing about culture. It is important to be aware of the range of problems. Did he talk about problem 1, 2, 3? Any problems? No. People are going to follow a less conventional career path than in the past. Are going to follow.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, very good. Less conventional career path. Okay, let's say maybe. خلينا نشوف الأخيرة. Authorities should take measures to ensure that there will be adequately paid work. Anything about authorities? Paid work? No.
No.
So number B, إذا B عندي هامش low
39.
39. Good. We finished one. الآن نصطاد. Let's go hunting for the second. كملنا الأول فنرجع إلى الفقرة الأخيرة لهامش low. هنا where is it? When هامش low. On the subject of job losses, Low believes that predictions are founded on a fallacy. It seems that the number of jobs is fixed. If in 30 years, half of 100 jobs are being carried out by robots, that doesn't mean that we are left with just 50 jobs for humans. The number of jobs will increase. We would expect there to be 150 jobs. He says, in the future, the number of jobs is fixed. Okay, in 30 years. If half are being carried out by robots, يعني لو قال إنه عندنا 100 عمل 100 وظيفة half of 100 50% منهم carried out by robots قامت بها الروبوتات. It doesn't mean that we are left with just 50. لا يعني إن حيبقى لنا 50 لينا. No. The number of jobs will increase. We would expect there to be 150 jobs. حتى لو الروبوتات قامت بأعمال نص الأعمال هذا لا يعني إنه بقى النص لنا. لا بالعكس حيكون لنا عدد أكبر من الأعمال. Let's see which one is the right answer. Okay. Sorry. Which one is the last? Okay, I missed here. Where I am, okay, here. So he says, even we have, so this is Hamish Low, this is B, so this is B. We go again to 35. Greater levels of automation will not result in lower employment.
No.
Automation.
Yes.
Robots. So automation. Greater levels كلمة automation أي الأتمتة أو التحويل إلى الأوتوماتيك معناها robots.
Which means AI, right?
AI, yes. So
So
Yes,
it's yes.
so this is B.
this is B2.
Okay, that's it. So we finished Hamish Low, just like that. Paragraph, paragraph, each paragraph a question finished. And that's it.
Mokagi now.
Yeah, it's not very difficult. Now we go Makagi now. Makagi. Makagi. Where is Makagi? Makagi has four paragraphs. This is Makagi. 1, 2, 3, 4. Makagi at Cambridge Centre for Business at King College London agrees that apocalyptic views يعني آراء كارثية about the future of work are misguided. It's the laws that restrict the supply of capital to the job market, not the advent of new technologies that causes unemployment. هو يعتقد it's the laws that restrict the supply of capital to the job market. القوانين هي اللي تمنع تمويل رأس المال إلى سوق العمل, not the advent of new technologies, وليس التكنولوجيات الحديثة that causes unemployment. خلينا نشوف هذا الرأي أين موجود. إذا موجود مش موجود معناه ننتقل للي بعدها. إذن Makagi, we finished 35 and 39. This is B. There are several reasons why AI is appealing. Reasons appealing businesses. Anything about the reason 1, 2, 3?
No.
No. AI potential to transform people's lives has parallels with major cultural. Did he talk about the culture?
No.
No, again. Good. Yes. It is important to be aware of the range of problems that AI causes. Range of problems. Did he talk about problems?
No.
No. Authorities should take measures to ensure that there will be adequately paid work for everyone. Did he talk about authorities?
No.
No.
No. So nothing here about, so we go and we read Makagi 2. This is how we do it. Makagi 2. So this is Hamish Makagi. His recently published book, Research Answers the Question of Whether Automation and Robotics Will Mean Jobless future by looking at the causes of unemployment. History is clear that change can mean redundancies, but social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. We talked about this. So social policies, anything about social policies? Okay, let's think about social policies. So finish this one here. This is B. There are several reasons why AI is appealing. Again, nothing about reasons. No. AI potential. Lives has with major, nothing about cultural. It is important to be aware of the range of problems. Anything about problems?
No.
No. Authorities should take measures to ensure that there will be adequately paid work for everyone.
No.
No. So without thinking then, Makagi, Makagi is the last two paragraphs. The last two paragraphs. ولهذا شو نقترح عليكم الآن؟ In the exam, you start with the last two paragraphs. يعني بدل ما نتعب نفسنا نبدأ من البداية. احنا بدينا بهامش باعتبار هامش this is one و this is two. فبدأنا ب1 و 2. خلاصة هذا الكلام with Makagi, we start with the last one. Then the one after that. لماذا؟ Why؟ اللي حد يسألني. قصدي ولا واحد فيكم سأل لماذا ضيعنا الوقت نقرأ في 2 paragraphs and nothing happened. There is something wrong here. ولا واحد فيكم سألني. You should have asked, why do we waste our time? Okay?
Why?
That's the tricks.
Just a minute. I showed you that we read 2 paragraphs, nothing is about them. ولهذا لازم نفكر انه how to use time. فnext time عندما نجد انه هو هذا اللي هو مكاجي اللي هو هي مكاجي اللي هي هذه نبدأ start here أبدأ بالأخير. for sure حيكون هنا شيء. for sure حيكون هنا شيء آخر. for sure. Why? Because we used these paragraphs in the summary, in the multiple choice questions.
Yes.
In the multiple choice questions, here we used in the multiple choices. Here and here. So don't waste your time. Start with the real thing, with the place. No questions here. اوكي فنبدأ بالأخيرة وهكذا نبدأ. وريتكم أنا تطبيق عملي a practical thing that time is very important, so we have to. So for sure there should be something here and here. Let us start. He adds, if there is going to be change to jobs as a result of AI robotics, then I'd like to see governments seizing the opportunity to improve policy to enforce good job security. Governments. We can reprogram the law to prepare for a fairer future of work and leisure. Makagi's findings are a call to arms to leaders, organizations, governments again, and banks to preempt the coming changes with bold new policies that guarantee full employment, fair incomes, and thriving economic democracy. Governments, organizations, banks. So what is he talking about?
Authority.
Yes. Okay, so here, go back. Again, 35 is done, 39 is done. Anything about reasons why a people?
40.
No.
40.
AI?
40.
Yes.
No, nothing about cultural shift.
People lives, nothing is about here. It's important to aware of the problems. Anything? Yes. Authorities.
To take measure.
That's it. Can you see it, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. So we finished one, then the last one. So this is C. authorities, governments, banks, organizations. So these are authorities. فكلمة authorities تلخص الثلاثة: governments, organizations, and banks. Good. الأخيرة. The last paragraph. هنقرأ الباراجراف الأخيرة وحتكون واضحة جدا. The promises of these new technologies are astounding. They deliver humankind the capacity to live in a way that nobody could have once imagined, he adds. Just as the Industrial Revolution brought people past subsistence agriculture, and the Corporate Revolution enabled mass production, a third revolution has been pronounced, but it will not only be one of technology. The next revolution will be social. Yes? He said, just as the Industrial Revolution brought people past substance agriculture. إذا نتكلم على past, Industrial Revolution, الثورة الصناعية. And the Corporate Revolution enabled mass production. الثورة الصناعية رجعت الناس أن تشتغل مع brought people past substance agriculture اللي هي أخذ المواد من الزراعة. And the Corporate Revolution enabled mass production. والثورة الصناعية بعد ذلك الصناعة بشكل ماس اللي هي يعني الصناعة الضخمة أو الواسعة. But it says now third revolution has been pronounced, but it will not only be one of technology. The next revolution will be social. الثورة القادمة الصناعية ستكون social، اجتماعية. هنحددها بس ناخذ الإجابات. إذا هنا paragraph B, and this is C. There are several reasons why AI is appealing. Anything reasons? To businesses? No. AI potential to transform people's lives has parallels with major cultural shifts with in the previous eras. Yes. So this is C. It is important to be aware of the range of problems, nothing about problems. Now we finished BC. So without thinking, 36.
Still
is
the Bashir.
Yeah, Pachidi is 36, 38.
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yeah, very good.
Very good, yeah. I don't read 8 paragraphs. There is no need. So we start with 2 paragraphs. فإذا هنا عندنا تكنيك، قصدي شوفوا الإمكانية تحوير الإجابة. مثلا في الامتحان نتوقع شيء وهذا حختم به الحصة. مثلا عندك you have 5 minutes، تبقى لك 5 دقائق، وعندك سؤال في 6 درجات زي هذه. ماذا نفعل؟ We go to the least. نمشي إلى هامش لو اللي هو هامش اللي هو 2 paragraphs. فماذا نفعل؟ شوفوا التكنيك اللي هو مرات احنا نقول نستخدم بلان بي. فهامش طلعناه في 5 دقائق اللي هو 35 and 39. وخلصت ال5 دقائق. What do you do؟ يا أما تكتب البقية كلها A وهنا حيكون عندك 2 زيادة صحيحة، أو C زي ما يعجبك. في النهاية شنو طلعنا؟ 4 من 6 which is not bad. Okay? Which is not bad. Guys, everything is a technique. Okay? بهذا الشكل. Yeah. Anyway, يعني ممكن نرفع الدرجة نحصل 2 out of nothing. 2 out of لكن 2 should be really correct. فنركز على الاثنين وحيكون 2 معها أيضا guaranteed for sure بهذا الشكل. In this way you can get 4 correct answers in just 5 minutes, which is amazing. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
Yes, anyway, so I want you guys to have a reading homework for next week, inshallah. So your homework is on page 7. Page 7. This is your paragraph, page 7. We have headings and the headings. This is your homework. Pages 7 to headings and the headings. And we have answers, اللي هي direct answer questions answers, and yes, no, not given. وانتبهوا هنا, yes, no, not given is with opinions, not facts, not facts. فنفس التكنيك اللي حنستخدمه في true false تستخدمه هنا, لكن انتبه انه we are not talking about facts, the opinions of we say the writer, the views of the writer, views هنا. فpage اللي هي حتكون في page 10. Then from page 7 to page 10. And don't forget your speaking feedback, guys, because this is very important. I'll send you my feedback, Ziad, for your recording soon, inshallah. And this is the end of the first week of IELTS course. Welcome, guys. You have started the real business. So now we finished the whole week and you are so far so good, alhamdulillah. And next week, inshallah, we'll start with other skills. We start with the writing, inshallah. And then after that comes listening. And of course, speaking is every day we have it. So the 4 skills are in a harmony. Thank you for being with me, and see you all, inshallah, well and in good health next week,
Thank
inshallah.
you. Thank you.
كل عام وانتم بخير بمناسبة المولد النبوي الشريف. كل عام نشوفكم على
وانت
خير.
بخير.
بخير يا دكتور.
مع السلامة.
مع
مع
السلامة.
السلامة. مع السلامة.